Okay, to start, what we're going to do is we're going to start out with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You don't need much. Now, what we're going to do is, here I have a half a green bell pepper. We're only going to use half of this. I needed a small onion, but I couldn't find any small onions, so I took a quarter of a large onion. Here I have 3 cloves of garlic. We're going to use a little fresh parsley, eggs, breadcrumb, obviously the tuna fish. I have 6 cans there. Mayonnaise, lemon zest, and lemon juice. So to start, we're going to put the onion on a 1/4 inch dice. You really want small pieces on these onions because you don't want to bite on a big chunk of onion inside your tuna cake, because that's just unpleasant. So let me cut these on a 1/4 inch dice. And it's that simple. So let's cut this nice and fine. I mean, I guess you could chop it if you want. I'm not chopping it, so okay. Let me get rid of this little piece. Okay, the bell pepper, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the bell pepper in half. Okay, put that aside because we don't need that half. Let me get rid of these membranes in here. Okay. This can get discarded. And we're going to do the same thing with this bell pepper. We're going to put the bell pepper on a 1/4 inch dice. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to cut this into thin strips, a 1/4 inch strip. Basically what you're doing is you're julienning this. Okay. Let's get that. Let's get this cut. Turn it. And we're going to cut it on a 1/4 inch dice. It's okay to go a little bit bigger, but not too much, because you don't really want to bite on big chunks of vegetables inside your tuna cake. Okay, let me get that. Let me get this. Okay, hey, I forgot this one. So to start, we need to get this over a medium heat. While this is heating up, what we're going to do is we're going to chop the garlic. Okay. Give the garlic a good smash. Okay. And boy, I'll tell you, lately, I can't find any decent sized garlic. I don't know what's going on. And the onions, don't even get me started on the onions. It's like the garlic, all I can find are these small little heads, and that's it. And when it comes to the onion, all I can find are these jumbos. And it's just getting ridiculous. And I went to 3 supermarkets for these ingredients, and it was the same thing. I don't know what's going on, but it's like they're just putting out whatever they can get their hands on, and that's it. Okay, same thing with the garlic. You want to chop the garlic really fine because nobody wants to bite on a big chunk of garlic. Okay, that looks good. Okay, how's this oil looking? We're going to go in with the onion and the bell pepper. And we're going to saute this just until the onion becomes soft and translucent. And that should take about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so the bell pepper and the onion is just becoming translucent. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the garlic, and we're going to saute this just until the garlic is fragrant. And that should only take a couple of seconds, about 30 seconds. Okay, I can smell the garlic. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this from the heat, and we're going to allow this to cool. Now what we need to do is we're going to start with the tuna. While that's cooling, we're going to add 6 cans of tuna. I already went ahead and I drained these. Okay. Add these in here. Okay, make sure you get every last bit. Okay, we're going to start with the tuna in here. Here I have plain breadcrumbs. Now all the ingredient amounts will be in the description box, so you don't need to worry about the amounts. We have 2 eggs here. I'm going to beat these. 2 eggs is going to go in. Okay. Here I need some chopped parsley. Now, when you chop the parsley, you want to try to get it as fine as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't want to see big chunks of parsley inside my tuna cakes. So we'll give these a nice quick fine chop. Okay. This is looking good. Okay. I think that's good enough. We could discard these stems. Okay. So what I did was I threw away all those cans and the parsley stems. So this is looking good. We're going to go in with the parsley. Okay. Now here, before we do that, here I need the zest of 1 lemon. So let me zest this real quick. And you really don't want to get the white pith on this. You just want the yellow part. So be very careful not to get any of the yellow part in here, because that's just bitter and it will make your tuna cakes bitter. And that's just not pleasant. Nobody likes that. Well, you want to leave it in? You can leave it in if you want. I'm not the one that's got to eat it, so. Okay. In with the lemon zest. We get this zest right here. Okay, the lemon. What you're going to do is you're going to roll it. When you roll it, it releases a lot of the juice. And it makes it easier to come out of the lemon. So let's cut that in half. Let me juice this right here. And you're going to go in with the juice of 1 lemon. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay. Get this other half. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Get as much juice out of these lemons as you can. Okay. Let me just throw this in the sink and wash my hands. Okay. Let me put this on the side. We're going to go in with about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. That's 1, 2. And we're going to go in with the sauteed vegetables. Okay, they're nice and cool now. That can go in. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mix this by hand. Make sure your hands are clean. I already washed my hands. So we're going to mix this well. And I've been making this recipe for many years, and everybody seems to love it. Now I have a tuna cake recipe in my cookbook, and that one's a little different than this one, but they're both equally delicious. So keep mixing. What you're looking for while you're mixing this is for the tuna and everything to start sticking together. And you'll notice it'll immediately start coming together. So keep mixing, and this has got to be mixed well. Okay. Mix this nice and good. Okay. Mix, mix, mix. And this is what it looks like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wash the pan out. We need to fill that with oil. We need to fry these. So let me do that and we will be right back. In the meantime, I need you to subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to ring that dinner bell. Okay, so this pan is nicely washed. What we're going to do is we're going to go in with about 1/4 inch of vegetable oil. You don't really need much. I might not even put 1/4 inch in. I might go less. Okay. I think that looks good. Now, what we're going to do is, while this is coming up to temperature, you want to put this on a medium to medium low heat, probably medium. Okay. So while that's coming up to temperature, what we're going to do is we're going to start forming these patties. Now, you don't want to make them too big and you don't want to make them too small. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the meat and you're just going to form a patty. And it should be about 3 inches wide and about, I would say, a 1/2 inch thick. So let's get 1. Let's get 2. I'm going to continue forming these while the oil is heating up, and then I will show you how we're going to fry these. Okay, so this oil is just coming up to temperature. What I did was I went ahead and I formed some patties. Now what we're going to do is we're going to carefully drop these in. When you drop them into the oil, drop them in away from you. Okay. You see how that oil is splashing? Last thing you want to do is get burnt. Okay. So we're going to have to do these in batches. So these can go in right here. As these are cooking, what we're going to do is we're going to continue forming some more patties. Now this is a great appetizer. This is not a main course. And I can guarantee you that everybody's going to love these. You could serve these as an appetizer for dinner. You could serve them at dinner parties. I mean, you could serve these all year round. And it's just a winning recipe. You can't really go wrong with these. So let me form these. Let me form this one. Okay. And you don't really want to get them too perfect because you don't want them looking like they just came out of a box. You know what I mean? So, okay, form that one. Looks like we're going to get 2 more. Okay. Form this one. And let's form the last one. Okay. Okay, so these are looking good. What you're looking for is a nice golden color on the bottom half. Now what we're going to do is we're going to carefully turn these and we're going to brown them on the second half. Okay, you got to be gentle with them because you don't want them falling apart because they are fragile. So let me get this one. Sometimes what I do, after I form them, I put them in the refrigerator and I let them chill, but that's not really necessary. Okay, so this is looking good. Let me brown these off on the second side, and they're looking fantastic. So I noticed a lot of you guys are viewing my videos. I mean, I'm getting a lot of views, but not too many of you are subscribing to the channel. I need you to subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to ring that dinner bell for upcoming notifications. I mean, let's get this channel going and let's build it together. So I'm going to continue browning these off. I'm going to brown this half off. I'm going to show you how we're going to plate and serve, and then I will show you when these are browned off. Okay, so I just put the second batch in to plate and serve. First, what we're going to do is we're going to make a quick homemade tartar sauce. What you do is you take sweet relish. You can take as much as you want. Okay. We're going to take mayonnaise. And you can put as much of that as you want. I like to do a 50-50 ratio. We're going to mix that really well. Okay. And that's looking good. Okay. Homemade tartar sauce is done. Let me put that on the side. For the lemon, I'm gonna quickly cut these into little wedges. Okay. Let me check on these. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. Okay. This is just looking fantastic. They're nice and golden brown on the first side. Let me give these a flip. Okay. If they puff up a little bit, you might just want to squish them down just a little bit. You really don't want them too thick, otherwise they're not going to really form well. Okay, so while these are browning off, let me show you how we're going to plate and serve. Okay, we're going to take a few patties. We're going to go around the dish with them. We're going to take the lemon wedges. We're going to put the lemon wedges in between. And there you have it. Tuna cakes with homemade tartar sauce. And I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I hope you guys subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to ring that dinner bell.